I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to preserve some of our farm fresh eggs that our chickens have been laying like crazy now that it is springtime. We are going to preserve them using a method called water glassing. And water glassing has been around since the pioneer days of how to preserve eggs with no electricity or fancy tools needed whatsoever. So let me show you how we are going to do water glassing preserving of our eggs. Water glassing eggs only requires 3 ingredients: farm fresh eggs, hydrated lime, which is in the green bowl right here, and a bucket full of distilled clean water. So if you live in an area in which your water content is high in iron or other chemicals, you would want to purify this or use distilled water before attempting to water glass your eggs. These eggs in this bowl have been laid by our hens over the last 2 days. And it's important that you water glass the eggs within the first 2 days of being laid so they're at their utmost freshness. The other thing to note is you want to do clean eggs. So if you have eggs that have poop or other items on it, they're not going to be good candidates for water glassing because you don't wash the eggs before putting them in the water glass solution. The reason you don't wash the eggs is because washing the eggs exposes the pores on the shell of the egg. An unwashed egg has the pores unexposed, which means that it's not going to absorb the hydrated lime water that we're about to create in the bowl. So very important, only clean, fresh eggs, unwashed, keeping the shell intact before we get started. You add enough hydrated lime to your water content, 1 ounce of weight per 1 quart of water. So I have a 5-quart bowl here, or bucket I should say, and I have filled it up to the 3-quart line because, as you know, when I put eggs in here, it's going to displace the water. So since I have 3 quarts of water in this bucket, I have weighed 3 ounces of hydrated lime. And hydrated lime is different than the lime that you would use in your garden. That lime is straight limestone that's been ground up. Hydrated lime has been limestone that's been ground up and with water added to it. So I'm going to get a whisk and I'm going to add the hydrated lime into my water bucket and mix up the solution before I put my eggs in. So I'm about to dump in the hydrated lime. You can see it in this bowl. It's been weighed to 3 ounces for the 3-quart water that I have in this bucket, and I have my whisk. So we're gonna dump and whisk. And you can see that my water is now a cloudy, milky color. So we're gonna give it a good stirring, make sure that all the hydrated lime is mixed in with the water. I've made sure that all the eggs that I have gathered over the last 2 days are clean from any poop or straw, mud, any yuckiness before you put it in. And typically you want to store an egg with the bigger side up. It keeps the air sac in place. But since there's no way for me to actually store the egg like that in this bowl yet, I'm just going to gently place it in my mixture. All my eggs are in the bowl, or bucket. I have no idea why I keep calling this a bowl. All my eggs are in the bucket, and I'm gonna put the lid on, and it's ready for me to add more eggs as I get every day that are clean in here until I can't fit any more eggs in. So I saw this on a YouTube channel, Homesteading Family, and they're located in Idaho. And she tested her eggs after being stored for 8 months with no temperature control, no electricity, anything just with the hydrated lime solution and our eggs in the bucket. So we are gonna give this a go here in Alaska and see if we are as successful as she was. And over the next couple of days and weeks, we're gonna be collecting our eggs and putting them in here. And then in the middle of winter, we'll see how we did. We put 12 eggs, a dozen, in our bucket of hydrated lime. We will add to it every day as our chickens lay eggs. We're doing this for several reasons. The first reason is that in the winter time, chickens lay a lot less or stop laying at all here in Alaska with the little daylight we get and the cold temperatures. So these eggs that we are putting away, we'll be able to use during the winter months. Another reason that we are doing it beyond just our personal consumption is because of the COVID-19 happening right now. Our community in particular is going to get hit really hard because we are a tourism town here in rural Alaska. So one of the things that Gateway does is we grow a summer garden that we donate all of the produce to our community food bank. We expect that the need is going to increase greatly with the COVID-19 virus as of right now. So we are doing our best to try to be prepared for the increased need, and if we can tuck eggs away now for the community in the coming months, then we'll be able to provide protein alongside of our garden. So we are truly hoping that the water glassing method works for these eggs and that we'll be able to provide eggs along with our produce and other things to our community as we heal and get stronger from the COVID-19 crisis. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more rural Alaskan gardening techniques and things happening here at Gateway to the Arctic. I hope you all are safe, and until next time, bye.